Jazz just didn't come out of a vacuum, okay? It didn't start from nowhere. Jazz is an art form that is purely American. Did everybody know that the first jazz bands were in New Orleans? Yeah, jazz started in New Orleans. The blues is in a three-part form. A statement, everybody say statement. Statement. Recapitulation of the statement. And a three, response. Response. Etymologists say the worst thing you can do is think a word comes from another word because it sounds like another word. So there's been a lot of speculation, like jazz is the offshoot of a West African word. Really no proof of that. Etymologists look to the first published use of a word. The first published use of the word jazz was in 1914 by a sports writer. In this first record by the original Dixieland Jazz Band, there's really not a lot of improvisation. In fact, most of these guys are out of jazz by the time the 20s roll around. So they're very important in the fact that it is the first jazz record ever made, but that's about it. They don't really have a long-lived career. Louis Armstrong is the father of us all. Louis Armstrong defines, period, that jazz is a soloist art form. Louis Armstrong codifies the jazz style. Louis Armstrong extends the range and the technique of the trumpet. He plays the trumpet like no one else has ever played it before. He was playing all these clarinet lines on the trumpet. He virtually invents modern singing. So Louis Armstrong, one, defines jazz as a soloist art form. After Pops, everybody says, oh wait, this is what jazz is about. It's got all the syncopation, it's got the blues, but someone is going to be the main soloist while everybody's soloing. That has to be now in jazz. Done. Louis Armstrong codifies the jazz style. We're still using Louis Armstrong's phrasing in our arrangements today. It all comes from Louis Armstrong. He extends the range of the trumpet, so he's a technical virtuoso on the trumpet. We're a very unique bunch of people, and so teaching about this music, what's so exciting to me is I'm actually teaching kids about being an American and what's so great about being an American. And I'm more proud of being an American through this music than I've ever been in my life. The main mission of this camp I hold near and dear to my heart, that we want to make a life-changing positive experience for these kids. That's what it's about. And these kids, you know, when they find a passion for something, whether it's playing the saxophone or the trumpet or the trombone, and they get bit by that bug and have to do it. You know, no one's coming out of the womb being unbelievable. You have to put a lot of hard work in. These kids, I see it in them. They know what it means to be, you know, seeing Luke Gillespie or Mark Muselli or all the faculty here. They see guys, man, these guys can play. They've dedicated their life to that, but they're also cool and want to hang out, and you know, it's no big deal. And so we're teaching them not only music, but we're teaching them passion, and we're teaching them a standard of excellence. So you know, when they go to college or they follow a profession, that they're going to be all of a sudden the best they can be because they remember what it was like to be around this.